Superman Legacy leaked. It leaked. It leaked.
Sit your $5 down before I make change.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Fader J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And today, we're going to be speaking about partially verified leaks for Superman Legacy. Now, you might be asking yourself out there, Peter Safran and James Gunn said if it didn't come for them, it's not true. Well, I'm going to tell you something about this DCEU leaks on Reddit. These guys are on point. They're also on Twitter. They dropped 80% facts because they was the ones who said that the Authority was going to show up in Superman Legacy, and a few weeks later, the Authority is slated to be in Superman Legacy as the antagonist who Superman is going to be fighting. So they have a list of leaks that's going to be in this film. So they must have an insider in the new DCU, and we're going to check it out because I believe Superman Legacy is going to be the dopest thing we've seen from DC in a long time, and they need that win because The Flash was trash. Shazam 2 was trash. It was Flash trash. And also Black Adam. No, Black Adam was pretty dope. It was very underrated. I had to give it that. But Black Adam, that movie was very foolish for not having Shazam. And Shazam 2 was foolish for not having Black Adam. But let's get into these leaks. And before we get into these leaks, help me out in the algorithm because YouTube pretty much hates my guts right now. What I need you to do is watch this video from the beginning all the way to the end. It helps me because YouTube hates me. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Peter J feel oh so good and oh so swell. Yeah. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my Patreons. Let's take a look at these Superman leaks now. Like I told you, these leaks go into detail of what the story is going to be about, what the villains are doing, and Lex Luthor is in this joint. And you're going to be surprised his role in this whole movie, which I thought was straight up genius. It goes back to the animations and the comic book lore. And if this works out the way I think it's going to work out, we're in store for a killer film. We're in store for a killer film. So I'm going to quit all that talking because you probably say, Fader J, why is you doing all that talking and not talking about the leaks? Okay, I'm shutting up now and I'm getting ready to tell you about the leaks. Let's check it out right here. This is the synopsis of what Superman Legacy is going to be about. It says, overall, the story focused on Superman having to balance his humanity with his alien heritage in order to become the best version of himself and be the beacon of hope in a pessimistic world. A beacon of hope. Now, I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. I'm a fan of the Snyderverse, but that beacon of hope should have been kind of like the whole thing. Like, I know Zack Snyder was trying to make him as human as possible and then bring him to that hope and alien aspect, but that's the one key thing that was missing because we had a serious, violent Superman, and we need that hope overall. But don't get me wrong, I'm a Snyder head. Let's continue. It says that Lex, talking about Lex Luthor, is also a big player in the story. We learned that he has expanded his interest into politics and is actually a presidential candidate. His primary goal is to restrict the rights of metahumans and force them to comply with government regulations. He supports these views by referencing the ill effects of the Authority and vigilantes like Batman. You have Lex Luthor as a presidential candidate. You have Lex Luthor as a presidential candidate, and he's looking at Batman and the Authority as vigilantes and throwing rules at them. That's already genius in my book, and I absolutely love it. Whoever wrote this script, kudos to you. Don't change it, please. The ending sees Clark become the true man of tomorrow as he triumphs over evil by defeating the Authority. Not all is well, however, as the final sting shows Luthor winning the election and becoming president and imposing his regulations. It also seems that this will lead into the New Frontier as one of the main plot points. In that book, is the hatred and distrust towards heroes. You have to think like this. Lex Luthor, he has money just like Bruce Wayne. It's believable that he will become the president of the United States because that takes money. Also, him going at these elites, these metahumans, that's genius. You have to understand, Lex Luthor is just a normal human being. That's dope that he's using his mind, using people, the audience, to hate these guys. That's genius. Have the world against these heroes. That's just classic golden age, silver age, comic book storytelling, and I love it already. I just hope this is true. Let's continue. There is one post-credit scene. It shows Superman talking with Manchester Black. Supes approaches Black with the proposition of leading the Authority in a new direction, which seems to set up their movie. The source also revealed some additional information. Jimmy Olsen has a very comic accurate look with a suit and bow tie. Jimmy has been drawn as being different races and concept art. Hawksmoor and Engineer, a part of the Authority, have a very comic accurate look as well, with only minor changes to their looks. Now, the thing about Jimmy Olsen, I had that feeling that they was going to do this where Jimmy Olsen was going to be black or Asian or whatever. Jimmy Olsen is not really a factor. This just as long as they're not touching Clark Kent, Kal-El, Superman. If they're not changing his race, because Superman, leave him alone, man. That character is iconic. That is a character that everybody in the world recognizes. That symbol, that S, it has been stated, it has been known that besides the cross of Jesus, the Superman symbol is the next recognizable symbol on this planet. So don't switch that up. Don't switch that up, because when you do this, you end up like the MCU and your movies fail. Let's continue. Let's look at the rest of these links. It says right here. It says that the antagonist of Superman Legacy will be the Authority, who will later get their own spin-off movie. The team consists of the classic Authority lineup mixed with other Wildstorm characters. The actual roster is Jenny Sparks, Manchester Black, Midnighter, Apollo, Grifter, Jack Hawksmoor, the Engineer, and the Doctor. Now, that Grifter threw me off. Grifter is a dope character from the comic book company Wildstorm, created by Jim Lee. But since Jim Lee is over DC Comics, I can understand how Grifter can be in there. And adding Grifter is dope. He's a dope character. If you're not familiar with Grifter is a guy that wear a mask. He doesn't have powers, but his powers might as well be a marksman, because he's cold with them pistols. Oh yeah, he's dope. He does have metahuman powers, but they stay dormant. I think he has the power of telekinesis, where he can make things float with his mind. Absolutely dope character. You're going to be well invested in Grifter. You're going to be buying his mask and his merch. Best believe he's a dope character that needs live action. Let's continue with the leads. It says right here, now Jenny and Manchester both being on the team may sound odd, as the latter is kind of a knockoff of the former. However, they are apparently being retconned into being siblings. Their dynamic is complicated, as Jenny wants the team to basically be fascist and hold an iron fist over the world in order to improve it, while Black wants to change the world without enforcing tyranny upon it. Now, that's very funny, that word fascist, because if you can remember in the Blue Beetle trailer, the uncle said that Batman is a fascist character. Now they're tying that in with the Authority. All of that is coming together, because remember in the lease it said that Lex Luthor is going to be looking at Batman, he's going to look at the Authority, and they're going to be looked at as fascist characters. It's coming together. This script looked like it's legit, and I'm going to love every bits and parts of it. This movie right here, Superman Legacy, it needs to be a win. I'm going to tell you why it needs to be a win. Because The Flash, everybody was hoping The Flash was going to be the best comic book movie of all time. Straight doo-doo hot trash. I don't think Blue Beetle is going to save the DCU. I don't think Aquaman is going to save the DCU. Aquaman 2 has waited too long. They should have dropped that movie a year after the first one dropped, or a year, 2 years after. But it's been way too long since we got a sequel. People are not going to care. People do not know Blue Beetle. What I think they should do, and a lot of people have suggestions online, you need to take a loss, DC, put Blue Beetle and put Aquaman 2 on Max, the streaming HBO Max, and stay dormant for 2 years until Superman Legacy drops in 2025, and James Gunn bring that pain like I know you can bring it and kill it. Stick to this script right here. This script always, it sounds legit. Now, this is what I need you guys to do. I need you to like, I need you to subscribe, and I need you to hit that notification bell. And also, I want you to tell me this. Do you believe that this leak, these story leaks, is legit, or do you think this is absolutely fake and I should never trust anything from Reddit? I think this baby is legit though. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Also, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to watch these videos coming up next now. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm out of here. Ninja Finish.
And we living it up.